Thank you for joining us for It's Worth the Drive, Go Local Carpool. We just got out of the car. We visited with Zeetlegoo's Pet and People Store, and then we went to Island Bicycles. And between, we talked to Randy Jones, the director of the City of Southport, director of tourism, and had a great conversation about what's going on in Southport. We are going to go in here to Island Bicycles. It is located on Long Beach Road, right next to Castucci's Italian Joint, which, by the way, if you haven't been there, they've got some great Italian food, and right across from the car wash. So, Island Bicycles, and they've got their hours right here. They're in their winter hours. So, let's go see if we can ride a bicycle today. What a great shop. Well, hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
I'm doing well.
Please introduce yourself to everybody.
I'm Jim McGuire. I'm the owner of Island Bicycles, and my shop manager is here today, and that's Nick Branson.
Hi, Nick.
Right there. So,
and you have a mascot.
We do have a mascot. This is Logan. This is our shop dog.
Hi, Logan. Very nice.
And
Logan.
He's a product of SOAR, so it's another shop local kind of thing.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah. So,
talk about Island Bicycles. How long have you been in business?
Well, Island Bicycles has been in business. It'll be, for us, 3 years in April.
Okay.
And we bought the business from Charlie Benton, and it used to be Cycle Dynamics, and the shop itself has been here almost 10 years now. So 3 years, almost 3 years for us, almost 10 years for the shop in total. So, and Charlie did a good job of building up clientele, and then when I bought the place 3 years ago, it was more about doing some applications with some business things in terms of marketing, getting some road signage and things like that. And we increased our floor space so we could keep our inventory a little more current and available, so we didn't have to do so many custom orders. So we try and keep most of what we carry and offer to our customers on the floor so we can have walkout sales.
All right.
So,
well, take us on a little tour of your bicycles here.
Sure.
At
Sure.
Bicycles.
Well, what we've got on this side, we kind of categorize things, and on this side of the floor, we have all of the steel-framed beach cruiser bikes are in these two rows here, and this is from our manufacturer, Sun, and these are our entry-level beach cruisers. So when people are looking for something possibly for their rental units, or just looking to get into something that they know they're going to beat up a good bit, a lot of times they'll opt for something at an entry-level price point. This second row here is our primary supplier, Electra, which we do most of our bicycle volume sales with. And these are the steel beach cruiser single speed, which we do a ton of sales. And these are the steel framed ones, but they're moderately priced. They come in right around $300, which is a nice deal for everyone. This front row are our closeouts and our used bikes. So if you're looking for a deal, this is the row for you. Okay. It's either aged inventory that's still new, or either people wanting to consign things, or some bikes that we've remanufactured and put on the floor as used. So this is our used car lot area.
Okay.
And on this side of the floor, we basically, let's pan over here. Oh, this is our wall of accessories for the Electra bicycles. This is exclusively, for the most part, Electra products.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to accessorize your Electra bicycle.
Look at the pretty fenders.
Oh, yeah. And we like to occasionally put these on the bikes prior to sale to give people a visualization, so they don't have to just look up on the wall. They can see them on the bike, and then if they opt for them, a lot of times that's how things go out the door, is when we prepackage things for them. So, and then on the wall over here is just our general parts and accessories that you may need for your bike: pumps, saddles, water bottles, water bottle cages, things like that you may need, pedals, locks, bar grips, all that kind of stuff. So mirrors, which we sell a ton of mirrors. So
County.
Yes.
County?
On this side, this is where our primary line of comfort bikes. These are the Townie. It's an aluminum bicycle. It comes in two base models. The first one comes with lights and fenders, and the lights are full-time running with a generator off the front wheel hub, so when the bike's moving, the light is on.
And that's a good safety feature.
It is nice. It is nice. You don't need batteries. You don't need to recharge. Everything's done with the front wheel. So the second row here are the base model ones that do not come with fenders and lights. Exact same bike, But it's a comfort series made of aluminum, super nice bike. We sell a ton of them. The St. James community we do a lot of revenue with. This is a primary bike for a lot of folks that are in the riding club.
Well, I'm sure there's a story behind this guy.
This guy, yes. In an effort to be seasonal, he started out as a Halloween decoration. And then at Christmas, we put a Santa Claus hat on him. In a couple of weeks, he's going to probably have a bow and arrow and a heart. He'll be Cupid. And so he's going to be our seasonal guy. July 4th, he'll probably have an Uncle Sam hat or something like that on. So we decided to leave him on the Electra. This is a Ghost Rider model, which has flames and everything on it. Ghost Rider is a skeleton comic book guy, so we decided to just leave the skeleton on there after Halloween and decorate him seasonally. So.
We had a question about rentals. Would you do rentals to vacationers?
Well, in the past, we haven't done rentals because of two factors: maintenance and location. Given our location, if we were in Southport proper, it would be a no-brainer because it would be a walk-up business with no beach. So you basically have people walking up, riding for a day, riding for whatever period, returning the bike, and no beach access, which is what really wears down a bike with the salt water and the sand. But being here, there would also be predominantly, if you're going to be dealing with Oak Island vacationers, there would be probably a much greater need for delivery and pickup. So to be able to, we're a 2.5 person staff essentially. We got 2 full-time guys and a part-time person. So to throw the labor at delivery and stuff during the peak season, if we're going to the west end of the island with deliveries, we may not see that person for an hour and a half at a time. So we've been apprehensive about it, but we're strongly contemplating it, and it's something that we're seriously considering moving forward in March, April this year to be prepared for spring break. We're evaluating our costs for a rental fleet, and I think it's probably something we're going to move forward with this year.
Okay, well,
so
great.
In all likelihood, there's going to be availability for a rental fleet this year from here.
Okay, well, if you decide to do that question was from Kirsten Good.
Yes.
With Oak Island Accommodations. So.
Yes. Well, she will be someone that we would solicit for, we'll hit all the long-term rental places on Oak Island and make sure they're very aware and possibly have a flyer to pass out for our benefit and the benefit of their customers as well.
Right.
So.
Well, let's talk about some bikes here.
Okay. This is the same Townie line for the men's frame. The ones that you saw in the first 2 rows were the women's specific frames with the low step. They don't like us to specifically say women. They're actually technically called a step through, and we do a lot of multi-gender sales, men and women alike. So we try to keep a variety of colors that are pleasing to the men and the women as well. But this is what they would call a men's specific frame in these rows here, all aluminum. Same model that you see in the first 2 rows. And then our final row that we have back here are our aluminum beach cruisers, which everything on the other side that I mentioned prior were the steel framed ones, everything that's aluminum. And then we have our fat tire series here, which the 3.5-inch tires as opposed to the narrower ones. And everything you see in this row is aluminum as well, but they're the beach cruiser style with the wraparound handlebars as opposed to the riser handlebars that you see in the Comfort series.
Gotcha.
So everything in this row is going to be aluminum. We do have several offerings in the fat tire series. We like to carry the aluminum Lux series from Electra. Because they're great bikes, and we've gotten some great price points with them. So the nice thing is we're able to offer them competitively for what you could get a steel bike from other suppliers. So we're very fortunate to be able to do that, and we're anticipating some good sales this year. So we've stocked up on them.
We're here at Island Bicycles, located on Long Beach Road at
4324 Long Beach Road.
4324 Long Beach Road, and I see you have some. Outfits.
Clothing.
Clothing,
yes, cycling,
thank you.
cycling clothing. Yes, and everything that we do with our cycling shorts, shirts, socks, and gloves. Is
no chafing, right?
No chafing. No chafing. And we sell chamois butter for those of you who are trying to offset chafing from a lot of riding. So, but everything we carry in our clothing lines are from Pearl Izumi, which is a Colorado-based manufacturer. Really good clothing, believe in it. I've used it for years and years. It's a good combination of really high-end clothing, but not the high-end prices that you see with some of the really elite stuff. But you really get a lot of bang for your buck. So it's a nice intermediate kind of thing. Great. So
you got helmets.
The next area is helmets. Our preferred manufacturer is Giro, which we carry primarily. We also carry a line called Cask, which are Italian helmets, and they're pretty pricey. So for the real dedicated road cyclist that's putting in a lot of miles, looking to shave some weight, the cask helmets often go out the door with those folks. But generally speaking, we have we have a line of Giro helmets that range anywhere from $40 to $50, and that's where we get the predominance of our sales. Because as most people know, you don't have to wear a helmet as an adult in the state of North Carolina, but it's always a good suggestion. Yeah. And they all require the same safety standards, whether it's a $250 helmet or a $45 helmet. So you can shop and know that the safety standards are going to be the same.
That's nice to know. Mm-hmm. And it's good to wear a helmet.
Oh, yes. I can speak from personal
especially if you're on 211. You really need a helmet.
Drive, yes. And then these are the gloves and socks that we carry from the Pearlizing Me line as well.
Very nice.
Yes.
And do you do repairs?
We are a full-service shop. If you have a need, there isn't anything that we can't do. I've got almost 30 years of experience turning a wrench, so there isn't anything I haven't seen.
Right.
And my shop manager, Nick, as well. He's very well seasoned. So if you have an issue, if you think it's outside of the box, it's really not. We can take care of it. So.
Do you have toddler helmets? Is the question.
Toddler helmets. We have the availability for toddler helmets. We don't keep them in stock. We have youth helmets, which are generally sized the same as what you might have a universal women's helmet. We do have the availability for toddler helmets. We don't keep them in stock because of the lack of interest in them.
But you'll order them.
They're widely available. One of our parts suppliers is in Raleigh, so if they have it in stock, we have it the next day. So there's no real huge time frame involved. So yes, we can get toddler helmets.
That sounds great. So I know there's a wide range of bicycles and like the pricing. Mm-hmm. So, tell us a little bit about, there's performance bikes, there's...
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, generally speaking, what the predominance of our demographic is looking for, they're generally looking for comfort bikes or beach bikes because the wide variety of them are not necessarily in a hurry anymore. And that's why the predominance of our sales floor is occupied with comfort bikes and beach bikes. Now we have the availability and we keep a nominal supply of mountain bikes for off-road performance and some road bikes, drop handlebar bikes that we keep around the corner for. We have a pretty steady group. The Brunswick County peddlers frequent us, and we have a group ride that goes out of our parking lot once a week. And those folks are the ones that predominantly road riders, and we have a full variety from our predominant bike supplier for that is Fuji, and they've been in business for over 100 years, and you can get anything from Fuji carbon fiber, aluminum, which kind of covers your bases for the most part when it comes to road bikes. We also have a hybrid series that we keep from Fuji, which is a hybrid is basically mountain bike features. The frame design is like a mountain bike with flat handlebars, but then it has the taller wheel that you would see on a road bike and narrower tires. So, which is a nice combination of both things. A lot of people aren't quite ready for a comfort bike, but don't necessarily like the performance positioning that you would get on a strict road bike. So a lot of people opt for the hybrid before they're ready to, so to speak, give in and settle for a comfort bike. So we do a lot of hybrids.
So tell me about the group that you were talking about that meets here on Saturday.
The Brunswick County Peddlers. It's a local group, and they have their own website, and it's either BCP or you can Google Brunswick County Peddlers. They have a riding schedule. They do 2 structured group rides a week. One of them goes off over at the Dosher Medical Center at the St. James entrance, and that's a Wednesday morning ride. And then when the bridge is not closed, the Friday ride starts from our parking lot Friday mornings during the summer. It usually goes off around 8:30 during the winter when it's chillier, between 9 and 9:30, depending on what they set for schedule. Currently, the ride that usually goes out of here on Friday is meeting at I believe it's at the Elks Lodge on Oak Island because of the bridge closure. But as soon as the bridge is back open, it'll be coming out of our parking lot.
Okay.
And it's about a 30 to 35 mile ride. Several different paces. Usually there are a couple. There's a group of 4 or 5 that go out at about 18 miles an hour, and then there are several groups at 15 miles an hour, 13 miles an hour. So there's something for everybody. And then those of whom like to stop for a second breakfast, they stop for a second breakfast at the end of their ride.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
at
Old Bridge Diner, generally.
Because they've just rode 35 miles. They can
right, they've earned
2
it.
breakfasts.
Yes, it's a 2 breakfast ride. So.
That's great. Well, Jim, is there anything you'd like to add to our tour today of Island Bicycles? We really appreciate you letting us come in today.
I just, since I moved here 3 years ago, it was just an opportunity for me. I've always been in cycling, and to be able to swing into a place, essentially get the keys to the car, and just figure out some ways to make it run a little more efficiently. But it's really been nice to embrace the community. We do a lot of charity work. We do a lot of donations. We help sponsor a lot of events, which is great. And we love the community that's here, and it's just nice talking bikes with so many people. So if you have any needs, come see us. If you need a bike, come see us. Service, whatever it is, we can take care of you.
It's Island Bicycles at
4324 Long Beach Road. Phone number 910-454-0479.
Website?
islandbicyclesnc.com.
Wonderful. So come on out and see Island Bicycles for your next biking needs, or cycling needs, excuse me. I got to be right on the terminology.
That's right.
Island Bicycles on Long Beach Road, and come say hello to Logan,
Jim, and
Nick. Thank you very much for tuning in today, and we hope you'll join us next Thursday at 10 o'clock for the It's Worth the Drive Go Local Carpool. Thank you.